Hey, Canucks Nation, Brandon Alston here, play-by-play for the Edmonton Canucks. You've got it locked on the line change, Vancouver Canucks podcast.
What's up, Canucks Nation? Welcome to the post-game show. Vancouver Canucks win. Vancouver Canucks win. Here, actually, let me see if I have any sound I can do. Yeah, I don't have a goal horn, unfortunately, but we'll go with this. There we go. You know, Canucks win. A very, very entertaining game. I was very entertained by this game. Canucks managed to make a comeback. I know we all want them to finish in 32nd place. We want them to lose, but a win here and there ain't going to hurt us. I just actually was watching a little bit of Clay's show, and he even said it. We could at least win maybe 4 or 5 more games, and we'd still be in last place and still have quite a bit of cushion. So, of course, Vancouver Canucks defeat the Nashville Predators 4-3. And let's just go ahead and dive right into the goals. I will admit I missed the first period, but I did manage to catch, I believe it was 2 minutes into the second period is when I started watching it. And obviously, I saw, it was 1-1. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then Nashville ended up scoring to make it 2-1. And then I looked at the shots and I was like, oh dear. At least the Predators shots, that is. I saw how low their shot total was and the fact that they had 2 goals already. So I was like, ruh-roh. But let's go ahead and take a look at the goals. Starting off with, of course, Brock Boeser scoring his 16th of the season, assisted by Marco Rossi and Filip Hronek at 8:40 of the first period. Then you had Tyson Jost scoring his 5th of the season at 18:28 of the first period to tie things up, assisted by Justin Barron and Svechkov. And of course, going into the second period, it was all knotted up at 1. Then Tyson Jost would score his 6th and his 2nd of the game at 5:20 of the second period. Roman Josi got the assist, and I believe that his name is Ufko, if I'm not mistaken, but his 2nd assist on the season. That made it, of course, 2-1. And then, of course, the BC native Matthew Wood would score his 14th of the season at 14:06. It was unassisted to make it 3-1 Nashville. So going into the third period, the Canucks were, in a bit of a pickle, down 3-1. But Marco Rossi would score his 7th of the season at 15:55, assisted by Liam Ogren to make it 3-2, to pull him within 1. And then Filip Hronek, the hero, with his 7th of the season, assisted by Brock Boeser and Marco Rossi. So Rossi with a 3-point night here. This goal was at 18:59, so about a minute or so left in the game with the goalie pulled, and Filip Hronek with one heck of a game-tying goal. I have this actually in my notes. I absolutely loved the celebration afterwards. Again, I know we're supposed to be losing, but seeing the guys celebrate like that, obviously is great to see, considering all the losing that we've been doing. It was just great to see them all together and celebrate like that, because they haven't really had a whole lot to celebrate as of late, right? So that was great to see. And of course, that would tie it up. And of course, nothing happened in overtime, although there were chances in overtime, and I will get to those in just a little bit. I have my notes for that. Overtime, although some people would say it was a bit of a dud, because there was a lot of passing going on by both sides, but there were some chances on both ends of the ice. Of course, we end up going to a shootout, and it's Jake DeBrusk with the shootout winner. The only goal scored in the shootout. A very nice move from DeBrusk to put it past Yuri Saros. And of course, Ogren would not score. Pettersson would not score. So now Pettersson, I believe they said on the broadcast, is now 0-6 in the shootout this season. Of course, on the other side, Ryan O'Reilly was stopped. Philip Forsberg was stopped. And then, of course, when they had Steven Stamkos come out as the last shooter, I was like, oh dear, it's Steven Stamkos. We know how hot Stamkos has been as of late, but Tolopilo shuts the door and stops Steven Stamkos with the blocker. And that is your final. A score of 4-3 for the Vancouver Canucks. They win in a shootout. I believe this is the first time that Nashville has lost in the shootout. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, in the chat, but I believe I heard them say that on the broadcast as well. Let's take a look at the game stats. We have shots on goal, 27-19 in favor of the Canucks. So for once, the Canucks actually outshot their opponent in this one. I think at one point it was, 14-7, I think at one point. It's okay. We'll check out the shots on goal per period in just a sec. But the faceoff percentage was 59% for the Vancouver Canucks, which was 23 out of 39. And then the faceoff percentage for the Predators was a 41%, 16 out of 39. I think I remember seeing at one point the Predators' faceoff percentage was absolutely terrible, and the Canucks were absolutely walloping them when it came to the faceoffs. At one point in this game, power plays, both teams went, the Canucks went 0 for 1, the Predators went 0 for 2. I don't know if you guys saw me on Twitter, but I really did not like that double minor on Marco Rossi. I thought it was uncalled for, and there was no reason for a double minor. But apparently they did a bit of a makeup with the Ryan O'Reilly penalty, but both teams did not get anything on the man advantage. Hits were 17-22 in favor of the Predators. The Predators throwing the body around a little bit. Block shots, they also led in 16-11. Giveaways were 14-15. The Canucks with one more giveaway than the Predators, and then the takeaways were 6-4 in favor of the Canucks. I was just talking about the shots. Let's take a look at the shots on goal per period. Canucks outshoot the Nashville Predators 12-5 in the first period. Like I mentioned, they were absolutely, killing them in shots, which is obviously great to see because we haven't been seeing that a whole lot as of late. So it was obviously great to see. I know Nashville's more, we saw a lot of this in the playoffs a couple of years ago with Vancouver and Nashville. Hardly any shots. That's just the type of team that Nashville is and just how they play. Shots were 8-6 in favor of Nashville in the second period, and then the Canucks outshot the Predators 7-3 in the third period. And then in overtime, Nashville did outshoot us 3-2, so only 5 shots on goal in that overtime period. But of course, there were a few, shots that missed the net. And of course, at the end of the day, it was 27-19 in favor of the Canucks. Let's take a look at the box score for the players. Brock Besser, goal and an assist, 2 points, was a +2, 18 minutes and 26 seconds of ice time with 4 shots on goal. Drew O'Connor was a +1, 18 minutes and 40 seconds of ice time, 4 shots, 1 block, 2 hits. Elias Pettersson was a +1, 19 minutes and 36 seconds of ice time, 2 shots, 2 hits. I do have a lot of praise for Petey a little bit later. I thought he played a very, very good game, despite not being on the score sheet. Curtis Douglas was a -1, 9 minutes and 53 seconds, so just under 10 minutes for Douglas. 1 shot on goal, 2 hits. Teddy Bluger was a -1, 19 minutes and 16 seconds. So Bluger with some high ice time there, just shy of Petey there. And then he had 2 hits. Atu Ratu, a -1, 10 minutes and 15 seconds of ice time with 3 shots and 1 hit. Max Sasson, 15 minutes and 58 seconds of ice time, 2 shots and 1 hit. Jake DeBrusk, -1, 11 minutes and 25 seconds of ice time, 1 shot. And then you had Evander Kane, 17 minutes and 44 seconds of ice time, 2 shots, 1 block. Liam Ogren with an assist, 16 minutes and 47 seconds of ice time, 4 shots. Marco Rossi, 3-point night, a +2, 14 minutes and 8 seconds of ice time, and then 1 shot on goal. Linus Karlsson, -1, 14 minutes and 40 seconds of ice time with 1 shot and 1 hit. Let's take a look at the defense. You had Tom Verlander, who was a -1, 23 minutes and 4 seconds of ice time, which was a new high for Tom Verlander in this one. 2 blocks. And then you had Philip Hronik with a goal and an assist. 2-point night was a +3, 29 minutes and 3 seconds of ice time. So he's logging up them Quinn Hughes minutes. 1 shot, 3 blocks, 1 hit. Zeev Buium, a +1, 18 minutes and 44 seconds of ice time with no shots on goal, but he had 3 giveaways. We'll give him a pass for that. DPD, 17 minutes and 14 seconds of ice time with 1 shot, 1 block, 1 hit. And then Marcus Pettersson, a -1, 24 minutes and 54 seconds of ice time, 2 blocks, 2 hits. Victor Mancini, a -2, 12 minutes and 20 seconds of ice time, 1 block, 2 hits. Kevin Lankinen obviously did not play, but Nikita Tolopilo, 16 saves, on 19 shots, 3 goals against. Obviously, the percentage is not all that great, 0.842, but it was a low, not a low scoring game, but he did make some pretty big and good saves, especially in overtime. And of course, he shut the door in the shootout. So there is the stats for that. I do want to go over some other stats, but let's get into my notes actually first, as I see Gerald joining in the back there. Actually, Gerald, you can hop on anytime. We can go through these together if you want. I'm not sure if you have notes as well, but I do have my standouts. And right at the top of my list, I actually have Elias Pettersson. I thought he looked great tonight. I know zeros on the score sheet, but it looked like he had some pep in his step and had some confidence again. I did like the fact that he was, dangling a little bit, something we haven't really seen a whole lot of. Yes, it would have been nice if he had, done, shot instead of deked, but we also haven't seen him deke like that in a little bit. So it was pretty exciting to see. He had some great chances in OT, one where he obviously missed the net, and one where, as I just mentioned, he couldn't tuck it past Saros. Someone else who I thought was a standout, Marco Rossi. Definitely his best game as a Canuck. I know I mentioned that, I think it was a couple games ago, but this for sure was his best game to date that he has had, as I feel as though he one-upped that game. He had a 3-point night, as I mentioned. I also got to mention, speaking of Rossi, we talked about Linus Karlsson with the RKO stunner the other night. Well, it looks like the Canucks have been watching a little, WWE or something like that, or they're spending a little too much time with the Bollywood boys, as Marco Rossi with the old reverse BFT on Tyson Jost. Yeah, absolutely love that. And it seems like a lot of people on social media had a lot of fun with it too, myself included. Buyum looked great, of course, as well, as did all the other young D-men. Verlander, I know he was a minus in this game, but I thought Verlander looked well. DPD looked great. I loved his little jaw jacking with the bench. Him showing some spirit there. And this is just me personally. I think they got to keep Buyum with Hronek. I know Foot probably won't do it, but they need to. They need to have Buyum with Hronek, or maybe alternate him and Verlander. But you got to put Buyum with Hronek for sure. A lot of talk about this tonight. The Besser, Rossi, Ogren line, the Bro line, as what it's been coined. I absolutely loved this line tonight. I thought it was fantastic, and it looks like Besser's finally got some a guy who's a playmaker at center in Rossi, and I just really like that line tonight. Speaking of Besser of course looked great tonight as well, getting a goal and an assist. Continues his strong play as of late. Obviously, I mentioned earlier Filip Hronek with the big goal to tie it up. I mentioned already that I absolutely loved the celebration. And yeah, all around, very entertaining game. Canucks were absolutely dominating in shots early on, as I mentioned. I will admit, Tolopilo looked a little bit shaky at the start, letting in, of course, 2 goals on 7 shots. But I won't hold that against him. But he ended up locking it down, as I mentioned in the end. Made some pretty big saves tonight. So let's bring up some other stats I have for you guys. Now, I just mentioned Besser. Where is it? Yeah, let me actually see if I can make this bigger. This is so small. No, don't make it smaller. There you go. I just want to go over Besser's stats, at least for the last 5 games. So I feel like he's kind of turned it on a little bit, which is obviously great to see. So Besser, in his last 5, he's got 5 points in his last 5. a goal on March 4th, 2 goals against Chicago. Yes, he had the 2 pointless games against Winnipeg and Ottawa, but then he had 2 points against Nashville tonight. So Besser's kind of turned it on quite a bit as of late, which is obviously great to see, considering his struggles this season. So he's right up there. I also have Rossi's stats as well. Crap. Let me see if I can make that bigger. Again, that's as big as I can make it. Okay. There we go. Geez, your mic not working? Yeah, I can't hear you. So we got Rossi here. I think Rossi's played very well. I hear something.
Is better, right?
Yeah, that works. So yeah, Rossi, March 4th, 2-point game against Carolina. He had an assist against Chicago. Those 2 games against Winnipeg and Ottawa, nothing. I mean, you expect it with Ottawa because the Canucks got blanked. But then he has a 3-point night against Nashville. So it looks like Rossi's kind of been turning it on as of late, which is good to see. I actually did a video earlier today talking about 6 players that the Canucks could potentially trade in the summer. And believe it or not, Rossi's on that list. But at the same time, I don't think that the Canucks are going to do it. I mean, they haven't had this guy 12 months yet. And they really wanted this guy. So I don't see them giving up on him within 12 months. So, yeah, there's Rossi's stats there. I do have Linus Karlsson's stats as well.
Hey, Tyler.
Yo.
Can I take out one of the slides? I just want to add one.
Yeah. You can take out the all the game stats ones, like the goals and stuff. Okay. You can take those. Those are already done. So yeah, you can take those out. But yeah, I wanted to look at Karlsson's stats because I feel as though he's kind of turned it on, at least as of late, with the exception of these last 2 games. But 1 point, 1 point, 2 points. So he was on a bit of a point streak up until the game against Ottawa, of course. Did not get a point tonight. But I feel as though, I mean, I also didn't realize how many points he had this season. 28 points in 62 games, 12 goals, 16 assists. I was looking at his points for last season. He's already eclipsed that already. So I feel as though he's played really well this year. I also, again, did another video earlier talking about 5 players that we should look out for in this final stretch. And of course, Karlsson was one of them that we should look out for. And he should hopefully get some increased playing time and minutes. So hopefully Foote decides to, put him back. So hopefully Foote can get his head out of his ass and on the first line.
Well, I mean, tonight, I think it's there. I don't know if he was lucky or if it just happened to be the bro line, but it worked out very well.
By the way, I love that name. That is gold. The bro line.
Yeah, the bro line. Yeah, some people are calling it the mini line, state of hockey line, but
that's a good one too. That is a good one too. But I'm a little impartial to the bro line. I really like that.
Yeah, the bro line is I enjoy it. It's kind of like the 6-4, the lotto line.
Yeah.
When it first came out. So hopefully this gets to stick. But yeah, there's a picture that I was watching from home that I really wanted to show. Was this right here? So this was right after the Rossi goal. I didn't get a chance to show this on Headspace, but you can see Ogren 93 on the back. That's who scored. Then you have Ogren on the side and Besser. So it's like the Bohr line right here, plus Buum and Hronek. Like I can see this core, these 5 going forward.
Absolutely.
Going forward, as in like if Besser and Rossi continue to have this chemistry, and if Rossi can stay healthy, I think this could be a very dependable second line. The first line obviously has to be Petey, with a combination of whatever wingers. Like tonight with Doc, my usual whipping boy. Doc was busting his ass today.
Oh yeah,
and
he was flying tonight.
Yeah, there was, I think, in the second half of the third. Doc was skating, jolting up to the net, and PD threw it's not really a shot. Well, it looked like a shot, but it was more of a pass, and it would have been deflected by Doc, but it was off by matters of inches, right? So I really wanted to see him get awarded today, like rewarded, because he played so well. I think in general, like the overall game today, the team played a lot better. Like they deserved this win.
Oh yeah.
And that's saying a lot because of late we haven't seen many games like this, especially at home. Yeah. So like the last time they had an actual like overtime win was, I was saying this on Clay's, was November 25th, and that was against the Preds.
Yeah, when Besser scored that beautiful goal.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic that the last win was against the same team. So it's 2 games already against the Preds. I don't know if they won against the Preds in Nashville. I think they did.
I think they did. I think the series I saw, from what I saw, they won the series like 2-1, I think.
Then they lost in Nashville if it's 2-1. Oh wait, no. Yes. Yeah, because they won both at home in overtime. Yeah. Well, shootout or overtime, right? So but the reason why I really like this picture is like I can see them promoting the team with these guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, if they were to trade Petey, I would be fine with these 5 and whoever they get, right? So yeah, if you missed the Headspace hockey show earlier tonight, it was 2 hours ago, roughly about just over 2 hours ago. We debated on tanking or not, and like for next season. So if you didn't get to catch that, head over to Headspace Hockey, rewatch it. Let us know who you think won. It's one of our segments called Between Shifts. So BS. And we talk about talk a little BS. And so we flip. Well, it wasn't a coin, but Irvin had a coin. But there's a wheel, and we just spun it, and I won. I got to pick first, so I got to pick anti-tank. Since everyone on YouTube or one individual keeps calling me anti-tank commander anyways, I decided to take that side and ride into the grooves, right? And if you just let me know in the comments if you watch it what you thought, because apparently Rain thought I won, so I won the first one. But let me ask you the same question. Do you think we should tank next year?
I'm kind of torn on that. Like, I'm all for it this season, just because McKenna and where we are now. It's kind of a foregone pretty much conclusion at this point, right? But as far as next year, I'm not there yet. I'm not sure if I'm quite there yet. I mean, yeah, I get it. DuPont. I honestly don't know much about DuPont. So I also don't really like to look that far ahead. And that's just not necessarily Canucks hockey. It's just life in general. I don't like looking that far ahead because you never know what's going to happen. And that's just a personal thing for me. Just how I've always kind of operated. Like, for example, Sam will talk to me about, for example, our Japan trip. And I'm like, honey, we're 2 years away from that. I'm not thinking about that right now. I got other shit on my mind that's, in the present. I like to be in the present. So I'm not quite there yet. So I'm not sure if I can really fully answer that, if that makes any sense. I'm just not there. Maybe I will in about 6 months, maybe 7 months from now. No, but that might change.
But okay, if I gave you the keys to the kingdom and you were the Canucks GM, what would you do to finish off the season, and what would you do to start the next season?
Well, I already know. I already know what the first thing I'd do. Foot.
And what would that be?
Bye bye.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Bye bye. Foot. I'd let Kane walk. Not that he's. I mean, he's going to anyway. But I'd let him. Or heck, maybe I'd not buy him out, but I'd put him on waivers to get rid of his contract just to get off that $5 million. And then
Kane?
yeah, I'd get rid of Kane, just to get off that $5 million, and just because my disdain for him. But that's besides the point. And then going
No,
into
but the problem is there's no point in doing that already, because this is the team that you have right now, and even like his contract ends at the end of the season. So technically it ends as of the last game of this season, but he's still under contract, under team control until the draft. So what you're saying is you would waive him after he plays his 1,000th game? That's why he was in tonight. I don't think the team would do anything like that. Like it'd be such bad press that to save a measly, like, it's I don't even know how much it'd be, like a couple thousand, $100,000 or whatever for the next 2 months or
very true,
20 games.
It's just me being petty. You know me and Kane. I'm not a. That's just me being petty. Okay, maybe I wouldn't actually do that. But finish off the season. And then kind of look towards the draft. Cross my fingers, cross my toes about the draft, especially with that big news that we got this morning about Ottawa. I haven't even really talked about that at all.
I don't see a huge problem. I think people are just freaking out. Like it's not a huge deal. It's one pick, man. It's one position. And it's not like Ottawa's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I'm not so much, Canucks got screwed type of thing. I just kind of don't like the hypocrisy with it, at least with Batman. He went out there and said, we're not rescinding this. This isn't changing. This is a done deal. It's, this is their punishment. And then he goes and changes it 3 years later. But anyway, that's besides the point. Going to the draft, hopefully we get McKenna. I would obviously pick McKenna because I'm far more lean towards McKenna nowadays. Especially, it's funny how things can change. Like at one point I was all about Stenberg after the World Juniors. So is Irfan Gaffar. If you remember that little Limelight pod where he picked Ivar Stenberg. Well, apparently that's changed since then. He's all in on Gavin McKenna now. So am I too. I like both players, but Gavin McKenna, I just feel like he's the guy to go with.
I think he's more ready. I think he's just more NHL ready as opposed to Stenberg, because Stenberg, I think, needs a bit more seasoning to be in the NHL. Whereas, it depends what team takes him, right?
Yeah.
Because they can slot him in right away. But in my view, watching him at the juniors, I think it would benefit him to be in the AHL for half a season at least, and then move up.
Yeah.
But
definitely
McKenna, man, he's proving his point even after the whole like assault thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of like in the rearview mirror now. And also to that point too with Stenberg, he's probably not used to North American style. So it might take him a little bit to adjust to that. McKenna needs no adjusting to that at all. He's already familiar with it. So that's why I think he is pretty much, ready. He could, if we end up drafting him, knock on wood, he'll slot into the opening night roster. This desk is wood. Here, I don't want to wake Sam up, but
Just kidding,
You know,
messing with you.
yeah, but no, he's I could easily see him opening night roster, like 100%. If we draft Gavin, for sure.
Hey, hold up a sec. Is Swervin, is it me or is it Tyler? Because I've been having mic issues.
I think it's on your end because I can hear myself.
Can hear? Okay. Okay, I'll be right back.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I'll take a look at some questions here, or comments rather, because I noticed there's a stack of them. So I'm gonna get to it. Go all the way back up to the top. See who's all here. Oh, I don't know. Comments aren't loading. There we go. Connor, good to see you, buddy. Connor Cahill in the house. Whoa, 12 a.m. That's dedication, dude. Well, I figured, Headspace is on at 10. Clay's on at 11. Why not complete the triple header with a after dark post game show? I mean, I still wanted to do a post game show. These are actually, I'll be having a lot of fun doing these, especially more frequently than I was previously. Obviously, that has to do with me being off work because of my wrist, but still, I'm having a blast with these. SGA, good to see you, buddy. Canucks won, Sharks won. Yeah, I managed to catch some highlights from the Sharks game actually. Simon in the house, good to see you, Simon. There we go, from Simon. In your opinion, in the second half of the season for Vancouver, do we meet with the remaining home games? How much games do you think we're going to do well in? What do you mean by do we meet with the remaining home games? How much home games do you think we're going to do well? Well, hopefully, at least the remainder at least of this homestand, I'm not necessarily saying that we win everyone. No, I'm just saying hopefully we play well, at least well enough that they're, good games, close games. And if we happen to lose in them, it's no biggie, but at least show some fight, kind of like what we saw here tonight. Show some effort. That is all I'm asking for this. Just incredible in the house. What's up, brother? 12 a.m. Crazy respect, man. Hey, it's not the first time I've done After Dark. We've done this before. Keep in mind, we're also the guys who do like 3 hours. Say we're gonna do an hour and 30 minutes, and then go 3 hours. So this is nothing new.
How's this? Can you hear me? Is this any better?
Oh yeah, I can hear.
Good. You. Okay. You just threw me on the camera, and I wasn't even ready, man.
I still hear a little bit of an echo, I think, from me. Are you like playing the stream?
No.
Okay, so we got Connor. Can we talk about the Ogre? Yeah, I just heard.
Dude, he just loves Ogren. He just loves Ogren. Okay, wait. Okay, let's do this. Give me a sec here. Okay,
no.
how is this? Is there an echo now?
Not from you. Okay, I didn't
hear
from
yourself
me either.
Echoing?
I don't hear myself, no.
Okay, I'll just leave it like this then. But you hear me on the mic and it's clear, right? Because I noticed on the Headspace stream, I think it reverted to my laptop mic, and it just there was like huge. I don't know. Anyways,
Harry, good to see you. Yes, I saw you at the game. I saw some of your pictures. That was awesome. I'll admit I'm a little jealous. We'll see if I end up going to a game, at least one more game before the end of the season. We'll see, especially with how cheap tickets are. But we'll see. See how things go. Urban,
I'm thinking of going if I should go to the game on Saturday because I have tickets to the game, and I don't know if I want to go. I want to sell them, but they're going for so cheap right now.
Oh goddamn no! I want no more tanking. So Connor's off the tanking wagon. Will we? So, should we? Will we? Oh, right. Okay, I get it now. Is total losers mentality. Oh, hey, totally forgot about this post game. Big brain. It's all good. Again, I didn't really say anything. I kind of just set it up, and also, if you think about it, the game was hours ago, too. So, it's been a little bit since we did a after dark. You've been kind of consistent with the times as of late. Who do you think the Canucks will realistically get during free agency? That is a good question. I know Schmaltz is off the board already, and I think the top forward is Darren Radish. I think I hear. So yeah, he was like number 2, and Schmaltz was number 1, and Schmaltz is off the board now. By the way, great on Utah for doing that. By the way, that's one huge signing for them. Because Schmaltz is a
Rain
great
corrected me because I saw 8x8 and it was Schmaltz because he was a player I was eyeing, a right-handed defenseman. I think he's about 6'1" or 6'2".
Schmaltz, he's a forward. Yeah. I thought he's a winger.
Yeah. No. Well, he's listed as a right-hand centerman, but
he usually plays.
I think he plays wing right now. Yeah. Yeah, Canucks could have used a guy like that.
So yeah, I haven't really looked at the free agency pool for this upcoming season. I just know it's bad. So I haven't even looked at it. So I don't think they're going to be spending in free agency, honestly. The Canucks don't need to. They have, other priorities than free agency.
If I can, I would try to get Cole back.
Oh, Ian Cole?
He's a UFA at the end of he's a UFA at the end of the season. He could mentor one of the kids that are playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would like to see Cole.
Myers being out. Yeah. Myers being gone now. You need maybe one more veteran.
Cole is left-handed, so I would say to have him play with Mancini on the third pairing. And then you would have Buem and Hronek top pairing. Second pairing would be Willander and DPD. Oh, we still have Marcus Pettersson too.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's someone I think they should trade at the draft if they can.
Excuse me. Sorry. Root beer trying to kill me.
Because I find it's kind of a waste to have Marcus Pettersson here now. Like there's no point, right? And he signed for another 4 years now. 4 years at 5.5. Not that we need to worry about the cap right now.
I think it's 5 actually, because he's in year 1 of the deal. So it's 5 more years after July 1st. Yeah.
No, it's 5 times 5.5, right? No?
I thought he got 6 years. I should know this. I did a video talking about it. In those 6 players that the Canucks should trade, Marcus Pettersson was on that list. And I think it was actually, I have a graphic. You want?
Oh, he's 6. Yeah, 6 times 5.5. So yeah, another 5 more years. Yeah. So yeah, that's really pointless to have him here. And I'm like, he's not getting any younger. I think he's 29. Yeah, he's 29. Doesn't fit, the team timeline. So yeah, if they can swap out Marcus Pettersson, I'd like to bring in like a more cultured like leader, like an Ian Cole or I'm sorry for bringing back past players that I think are suitable for us. Yeah, if San Jose wants to get rid of Toffoli, which they definitely won't, I would love Toffoli.
I'm with you 100% on that. I miss Toffoli.
maybe
Whoa.
even, let's see.
There we go.
Yeah, can't even get Tanev because he still has 4 more years or 3 more years after this season with the Leafs. Yeah, man, I don't know who else. Like you need some guys that are great in the locker room. Swervin, good point. Troy Stetcher, he's a UFA at the end of the season also.
That's a good one
He
too.
would be a good culture guy. I think McDavid was saying he's like Stetcher is probably one of the most classiest guys he's played with, or such a great locker room guy. And if he wants to come home, mentor the kids, that's great. Like, I don't even think Troy Stetcher really cares about winning at this point. He went to Arizona in the free agency when they were still terrible. And then he signed with Detroit and he went to Arizona. And then he's just been jumping around. Why not just come home, man? Come home and play for your home team.
And I think a lot of players on the Canucks are still really good friends with him too, I think.
But who's left? It's just Petey. Besser, Petey, and who else when Stetcher was still here?
Well, I know Besser. I think him and Besser are really close friends. Because I think Besser talked about that in the summer when he resigned. That was when I think Stetcher got married. Besser was part of the wedding party or something like that. So they're really close. So Besser would absolutely love that.
Yeah, that's if we keep Besser, right? Because this is year 1 of 7.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 6 more years left of Besser. But yeah, I don't know. Like if Besser can keep scoring at this clip right now, then I think it's fine. Like he could mentor the kids. He's a Vancouver, like he loves Vancouver. His fiance is from Vancouver, and at least it lets him be on the West Coast.
They just bought a house too. You mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that article with Ian McIntyre. I didn't read the full thing. I was actually going to do a video on it, because just a couple of the quotes, because it kind of sounded like he kind of took a little shot at Quinn, JT, and Garland. He kind of took shots at them, basically saying, I'm not leaving these guys. I'm not dipping. I'm not. He doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to bail out on the guys. Was his exact quote. I saw that and I was whoa.
But Garland didn't. It wasn't like he asked for a trade out.
No, Garland didn't ask for a trade. But I think that was more so a knock towards Quinn and JT.
Yeah, well, Quinn. I actually don't want to talk about this guy anymore. It's just been so brutal of late.
I noticed that part in the interview, and I mean, there was a lot more that they discussed. Like they talked about his dog, him wanting to be here, him basically saying, "I don't want to go anywhere." Like he kind of, I know there was that talk about him saying he'd be open to waiving, but then he kind of, I don't want to say he walked it back, but he basically said, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to be here. This is where I want to be. I want to be a part of this rebuild. I want to help, mentor the young guys. And I absolutely love that from him, that we heard that from him. We heard someone actually say they want to be here. So,
well, Myers wants to be here.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Myers said the same thing, and then he ended up going. But I do think Besser, like you mentioned earlier about the core with that photo, I do see Besser being, helping this core, not necessarily being, part of the core, but him mentoring that core, being like the veteran in that core of, guys like Buyam, Hronek, Ogren, Rossi.
Yeah, because I don't see Petey really doing that.
Yeah.
The only downside with I said Marcus Pettersson needs to go. Brock and him are the same age. They're both 29. But Brock feels like, I don't know. He's been trying to be that leader. He's been really trying to be that leader.
Yeah.
And I give him props for that. There's a lot of people that love Brock, just because of what he does. I remember when he was like a rookie, he was still in Minnesota. He went to prom with this kid. I don't know if you remember this story. And that was really heartfelt. It's just what he does for the community, what he does for people. Like he's genuine. He's a genuine guy.
Yeah.
So to have him in the locker room, he might not be the most vocal guy, but at least he's going to stand up for his teammates. He's going to stand up for the kids. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's what he kind of talked about in that interview with Ian McIntyre. If no one's seen it, definitely check it out on Sportsnet. It's really it gets very in depth with him. Obviously, he talks about his dog, his dad, and whatnot. And he basically takes accountability, saying, yeah, he admits when things are tough for him personally, it affects him on the ice. He flat out admitted and took accountability for that. I love that he did that. He got out in front of it, said, yeah, if something happens to me personally, it affects me mentally. And it, throws me off my game. So the fact that he's willing to say that in an interview and be open about that, I got nothing but mad respect for him for that.
Yeah. So to have him and Hronek, part of this core to mentor them, I think would be great. I mean, just seeing the win today, you could see the body language. You could see, Hronek scoring that goal. Besser didn't faked it, passed it over to Hronek, and Hronek just snipes it. It's beautiful. It was such a good feeling to see those two connect and then tie the game. And then the Rossi goal too was just wow, just to see them all come together. And you could see Buem, I don't know if you could hear it on the broadcast, but you could see him mouthing. He's like, let's fucking go. These kids want to win. Buem definitely did not. It's a little different for him because he's so used to just winning at every level that he's played in so far, except with the Canucks. So this kid wants to win. So it's great to have someone on the team that cares about winning. And then you have Hronek there to mentor him, which is great. So we just need maybe one or a couple more veterans that can lead the room. If something comes up, they can be leaned upon. And yeah. And there was a quick question right here.
Oh. Season gone.
You wonder how long his teammates knew? Wow.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Garland knew, just based on how close they are. Maybe.
Yeah, but if Garland knew, he wouldn't have extended.
Well, I don't think he knew that far back, but I think he probably knew in maybe closer towards the start of the season, maybe. But I think when Garland re-signed, I don't think he knew. Or else, like you said, he probably wouldn't have signed that contract. If he knew that Quinn wasn't staying, he wouldn't have done it. So I think he probably knew closer towards the start of the season. Which is, I think right around the time where I think Rutherford said that Rutherford said he kind of knew a year prior, he was saying. But I think they really were for sure knew that Quinn wasn't resigning at the start of the season, or at least at some point after the start of the season.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't be surprised if Garland knew, at least before others. Maybe Brock knew.
Yeah, this definitely has been a shit show. But you know, like who was at that last dinner was Myers, Besser, Garland, Hronik,
Yeah.
and I think that's it. Demko wasn't there. PD wasn't there. So yeah, like it just, yeah, man. I don't know. It just sucks. Like I think a lot of media has been saying that if they knew that far back, then what was the point of everything? Like, what was the point of getting some free agents or making these trades and doing all that stuff, right?
Hiring
There's
Adam
no
Foote.
point in. Yeah, exactly.
They kind of hired Foote to try and persuade Quinn to stay, and it clearly didn't work.
Like hell, if that was the case, I would have much rather Malhotra come up and just to have a first year coach. Then and Malhotra has that experience from Toronto, right? Because he was an assistant in Toronto. He was also the face-off coach in Vancouver. That's how Bo Horvat improved so quickly. But yeah, like it just sucks to know that, you know, Quinn was always too good for Vancouver. Like that's what it seems like.
Yeah, I did want to highlight this one from Urban too, because I'll admit this has crossed my mind. At least as of late, since Garland left, this has crossed my mind. You know, him kind of checking out. I mean, I think you and I actually kind of talked about it after the Quinn Hughes trade, when Garland's production like kind of cratered after Quinn Hughes was dealt. We noticed he just didn't look like himself. So I do kind of think he kind of checked out after Quinn got traded.
Like bro had,
and maybe that's what Besser is
kind
of referring to. Maybe. Yeah, since the trade, yeah. So I have questioned it myself. So Urban, you're not the only one. Yeah, I knew about this as well.
Yeah, so him checking out is just asking for a trade. So I guess that's why Besser kind of called him out.
Yeah. I mean, like nonchalantly. He obviously didn't name any names, but he basically says, I'm not going to bail out on these guys. It was his exact quote. And I was going to do a bit of a, hot take type of, clickbaity video, but I actually ended up not getting around to it. So, but I thought that was interesting to hear Besser say, I'm not bailing out on these guys. So it seems like a lot of people took that as a bit of a shot. Even Foote comments too. Though. Yeah.
But you know what? It's going to be funny. Like if they keep the bro line together and they do well, because they're already building the chemistry now. I mean, it's been one game. We're over analyzing this, but if somehow the bro line stays intact and Besser has that kind of magic with Rossi, then I see this going the other way. And then management's going to be like, oh, we're winning games again. And then that's the rebuild. Like, I don't want that to happen, but I want them to at least show the effort. Because the only thing I worry about is like after the Quinn Hughes trade, they went on a 4-game winning streak. And it became a hybrid. Like this management needs to understand that, okay, you're going to go through winning streaks, losing streaks, etc. And it doesn't mean anything, right? Like, yeah, sure. Like if you have like a collection of great players, then you're gonna be playing well. But you have these new players coming in, like you had Rossi coming in, you had Buem coming in. Like they're obviously gonna have that new player, new scenery bump, and then that's it. You can't just like use that as a sample size and just be like, oh yeah, we're done with the rebuild. It's just gonna be a hybrid. Like guys must be like fucking dreaming, man. Like it's just let's just not have that again. Let's commit on a full rebuild. Like I think Rain was questioning that. Like even if they trade PD, if they go on some sort of like winning streak, they're gonna like they're going to adjust. They're going to pivot and just be like, oh, we're going to go for it. We don't need to be a playoff team. We need to be a contender. So let's just leave it at that. Rebuild, have new young kids, new prospects, futures come in, and then go from there. Let the kid, like what I said on Headspace today was, if they make the playoffs, great, but don't be like making these trades and trying to bring someone else in and say, oh, this is the missing piece. It's not. You're missing a lot of pieces to be a contender. You make it to the playoffs, great. Just let it be. Let the kids have the experience, because you need the playoff experience in order to know how to win it. And if you don't, if you don't have that experience, there's no team like Florida. Let's use Florida as an example. So the Panthers made the playoffs that year in the 8th seed and went all the way to the finals, right? But then they eventually lost. But it's also that adversity that made them go back to back against Edmonton. Because these kids had a taste of playoff hockey, knowing how to play it, how to, go through the grind of it's a full like 2 months almost of playoff hockey, back to like games every other day, and how to prepare your body for it, how to prepare as a team, how to there's so many things that you need to worry about as a player and as a team to be successful in the playoffs. So just because you make the playoffs, it doesn't mean like, oh, wow, we have a good team. Like any great team that has a lot of good, look at McDavid, man. McDavid has gone to the finals 2 out of the 3. And he still can't win at all. And he finally gets the experience the last few years. So if McDavid and the Oilers can't win a cup, what are Canucks management thinking? You have the 2 best players in the world making it to the finals
together,
oh,
and they can't do it.
Yeah, and they can't do it. So how many pieces do you think the Canucks are missing? It's a lot.
Well, they're definitely missing players the caliber of Draisaitl and McDavid for sure. Speaking of McDavid, did you see he was being a feisty little bitch today in the Oilers game? Like, man, I haven't seen the highlights, but I was listening to it while getting things ready, and I was like, oh, he's like scrapping with somebody. I think it was I forget who it was.
I didn't watch the whole game. I only just watched the end, and dude, McDavid was on a point streak, and it ended tonight, and the guy lost me some money.
Oh,
I'm not too happy about that.
Oh wait, never mind. I don't have McDavid.
I bet on Draisaitl and Bouchard and McDavid. So Bouchard and Draisaitl got a point each. I was just missing McDavid. Like that was like a slap in the face. But anyways, that's a side thing.
I don't know why, but for some reason I thought the Sharks played the Oilers and it was McDavid scrapping with Sherwood. But no, that was Boston and San Jose, where it was McAvoy and Sherwood. McAvoy did like a pretty late dirty hit, like headshot on Sherwood, and Sherwood went after him. And of course, McAvoy cowered like a little pussy little bitch. That highlight I did see. Actually, speaking of that, in talking about our game, did you notice that Marchessault was being a little shit? Like, did you see the slash he did on Besser that wasn't called? I mean, yes, it was after he let go of the shot, but they full on showed the replay that he freaking hacked him, like right on the stick, and they completely missed it. Yeah, and he, I think Marchessault did something else too. Apparently, it was, I think it was with what, DPD, because DPD was like chirping him or something. Of course, I already mentioned the whole Rossi reverse freaking BFT. Like that's back-to-back games now where you've seen the Canuck do like a wrestling move on a fucking another player. Like it's crazy.
Dude,
Man,
Carlson was
I meant
awesome though.
Carlson was awesome. That was a full-on like I'm gonna use the word, that was a hybrid RKO stunner right there. Or I should say that was an RKO / stunner in a hybrid form. But no, I thought
Didn't
that was
understand that. I'm not a wrestling fan, but
it's
I'm
okay.
sure a lot of
I'm
you
sure,
guys understand that.
I'm sure Urban and if Justin's still in here, he'll get that. I mean, I had a field day with that whole thing tonight on Twitter. I think I even got a like from Sat Shaw because I made a comment. Because he even said, he's like, oh, Rossi just did a DDT. And then I like replied to it saying, I wonder if they know that AEW is going to be in town next month. Maybe that's why they're doing all these moves. And then I even
but
said
have you
something
noticed
about,
there's been a
Go ahead.
lot of fights in the games lately.
Mm-hmm.
Like like ever since that Buffalo Tampa game.
Oh yeah.
It just feels like every night there has to be some sort of big fight. Like even the Ducks and Leafs had some fights.
Oh, I saw what happened in that game. Whew.
And then Matthews like injured.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like
that's now two superstars that Gudis is taken out. First Crosby and now Matthews. That's
like,
an automatic suspension. That's an automatic suspension right there. Even I even saw Duck fans roasting Radko Gudis, like their own player. They were roasting him, going, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, I don't understand this. Like, sorry, I'm just watching the highlights on the side, and it's just like this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and then
but
the
yeah,
McAvoy Sherwood thing too. The McAvoy Sherwood,
but I can't believe the Ducks won. I'm sorry, the Leafs won 6-2.
Yeah,
this is crazy, man. Man, watch the Leafs get like the first overall. It's gonna be hilarious.
Oh, after TSN did that, I was like, oh no, thank you. Although, who was it? I think it was on the Steve Dangle podcast. Jesse Blake did the lottery like simulator, and he only did it once. Guess who got first?
Nope. Leafs?
Nope.
Canucks?
Yep.
Who?
Canucks got first overall in his only hitting it once on the Steve Dangle podcast network. It was the Canucks. I saw that they did like a short on it, and I commented on it, going, "Woohoo! Let's go get McKenna."
Yeah, I don't know about this. Like, I don't have a good feeling.
Yeah. Well, yeah, especially now with the whole Ottawa thing. I mean, yeah, I know that's not that big of a deal. It's only one less pick. Not that part. But Justin actually brought this to my attention in our group chat. He found something on Reddit that basically says if there's a redraw, like for the lottery, even though Ottawa cannot get the first overall pick, like they literally cannot get it.
Yeah.
If there's
they're not allowed to.
If they pull out Ottawa's name and they have to do a redraft, our odds sink even lower to get first overall, apparently. So that part I did not like. And I was like, yeah, I don't know why that is, but Justin showed that to me earlier, and I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So that's part of the reason why I don't like this whole Ottawa thing.
Since we're talking about this, you want to close off some of your tabs? I don't know if it'll I'm gonna share something right now.
That. Yeah.
So since we're talking about this, let's go ahead and do one ourselves.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't done one of these.
So this is the order. So this is the order as of right now, the standings. See, if Boston traded us, like if we traded anyone to Boston and we got this draft pick, that'd be amazing. Because this is hilarious because Toronto doesn't even have their first. Oh, so that would be Boston. So one time and one time only. You guys ready?
Yeah, because Toronto
Let's do this.
traded their first Boston.
Seattle jumps up 10 spots and Vancouver moves down 1. Chicago moves up. See, this is what I worry about.
Oh, you got to be fucked.
It's stuff like this.
So it's
because usually
it's like last year all over again, except it's the Kraken.
Yeah, instead of the Islanders, you have Seattle moving up 10. So this is the reason. This is if those people that are here that watch the BS tonight on Headspace, this is the reason why I don't want to tank. Is because of the lottery. It is a lottery at the end of the day. It's not like a guaranteed that you're going to get first. I think it's like a 25% chance. It's just higher because you're last. So any of those people, especially those trolls on YouTube saying, oh, it's tank or nothing. Like, no, it doesn't have to be tank or nothing. It's just play naturally. Whatever position you're in that, and let the lottery do its work, right? Because you still have a chance of not winning it, even though if you have the highest odds.
Yeah.
So it's just
and
okay. Let's do it
just
3 times.
Too.
One more time.
Fuck, Seattle's lost 4 straight. Jesus, Nashville. Fuck.
Yeah.
Still third.
And then where's the Montreal? Okay, so this is the Minnesota pick, 26th. Okay, one more time. Winnipeg. See, look at this. Every time Vancouver drops 2, you have better odds if you were not top 3. So after 3 times, Vancouver's still third. Fourth.
We're guaranteed top 3.
Fine, finally.
Oh. And Rangers can have Stenberg, just as long as Calgary doesn't get him.
And then, yeah.
Well, there you go. Funny thing about that is, if the Rangers get Stenberg, JT's got to deal with another Swede.
That's hilarious. So who knows? It took us 4 draws to get Vancouver first, and they had the best odds. Like the odds was 18%. First overall was 25%.
And the Rangers have won 3 straight. Wow.
Yeah, but it's okay because you know what? The Rangers suck at drafting. They absolutely suck at drafting. Like, look at the players that they've drafted in the first round, the last 5 drafts. Like the first overall was Lafreniere.
And he hasn't, done anything.
And then you had like Kravtsov at 9, who is like, where is he now? He's over back in Russia at KHL, or I don't know where he is.
Back in Europe, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just.
Oh, please no!
I don't.
Please no. That would grind my gears if Calgary won it. No offense, Calgary Flames fans, but no. I mean, they already got that NCAA kid, so.
Yeah, I was just about to ask if you saw that.
I did see
like
that.
Although is tearing it up.
Although we got ourselves a couple decent NCAA guys as well. Actually, tomorrow I'm actually going to do a video talking about some more NCAA guys. Obviously, it's not my forte, not where I'm experienced in. But you know, who knows? Maybe I'll do another one in a few weeks or something like that, and I'll bring Dave Hall on because he's Mr. Prospect, Mr. Expert on that. So maybe we'll do another one on that. But I'm actually going to be taking a article from him that talks about it because, like I said, he knows more about it than I do. So he's that's hopefully going to be coming out tomorrow. I was actually working on that earlier.
So I froze for a bit, right?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Okay, I need to close off some stuff. Sorry.
Oh, actually, you know what? While we're here, I did want to share something. Not an image, but I mean it's here. I guess we can get rid of the stats. We don't need them anymore. Rid of those. And I do kind of want to bring this up. I'm going to gotta remember the address. But I kind of hinted at this in our group chat. I'm not sure if you saw it, but for those obviously that don't know, I'm still a part of the network, of course, but I'm on a different distribution for the audio. So I was on Believe. Now I'm on Simplecast, and it's actually pretty cool, actually. Let me crap, I just sign in. But
what? So you can do your audio on a different platform.
To have like a little like mini website. Well, it's basically a distribution. So it distributes it to Spotify, Apple, YouTube, like on its own. But it's like a different. Let me just bring this up. And where'd it go? Come on. Where is it? Technology. Okay, I already clicked on that.
This is hilarious. Nolan Patrick, not in the NHL anymore. And then I think Irvin was saying they passed on Makar and Heiskanen. Yeah, so it's really depending on your scouting. I mean, with the technology nowadays and with analytics and all of that, how can you bust on these draft picks? I mean, the only other thing that you can't really rate is their mental health, because it's just so limited, right? And are they mentally strong enough to be in the NHL?
Yeah, very true. Let me see. I finally found it. So yeah, basically what Simplecast does is basically makes me like a little kind of here. I gotta
peace out, Connor.
All right, later, Connor. Whoa, that's big. It basically it's like a mini website for like the audio version of the podcast. So as you can see, I kind of designed it a little bit. I added in the green. Unfortunately, I can't change the white background. It's got, all my episodes, got the updated artwork finally.
So are you sponsored? It had the old one
for the longest time. Yeah. This is strictly audio. So this only has audio. It doesn't have the actual video, but this is like strictly audio. Has all the episodes are up to date. It has all the Spotify, Apple, YouTube, Patreon, Instagram, all the social media up in the corner. But it's kind of like a mini website for me for all my audio episodes. As you can see here, I got the Irfan Ghaffar one here. some of the pre-recorded ones I did. Yeah, this is brand new, so I'm still kind of figuring it out. It also gives me, like analytics, all my downloads and stuff like that. I won't show that, but I can access that as well. So it's basically like a new streaming platform for all the audio stuff. So I just wanted to show you guys like the little mini website that I kind of customized a little bit as much as I could. So yeah, that is relatively.
So technically,
new.
my voice is on there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for the post game ones, yeah.
Okay. Tyler, you're gonna have to start paying me, my friend.
Yeah. Give you a cut of some royalties.
You definitely have to. It's my voice, my friend. Who else is here tonight? Okay, whoever's still here in the chat, because I know there's actually like a few of you. Can you just let me know?
Yeah, I see Rain's
I know
still here.
Rain is. Okay, you know what? Hey, Rain. Sorry, Tyler. How much longer are you gonna run this? Because it's already 1:16, 1:17. An hour and a half. So another maybe like
I was
23
gonna
minutes.
try and. Yeah. On that note, why don't I do my sponsor read real quick? Get that done, and then for the last just under 15 minutes or so, we can do what we got to do. So yeah, let me do the sponsor read, as it is about a little past the halfway point. Excuse me, but that's okay. Yeah, let me do that, and I'm gonna start off by looking at the NHL odds, like just the games for tomorrow. There's only 2 games tomorrow. Kings and Islanders, Oilers and Blues. I'll do the Kings and Islanders. Kings are at a plus 1.5 on the puck line at a minus 225. The Islanders are at a minus 1.5 at plus 185 on the puck line. The money line, the Kings are at a plus 120 and the Islanders are at a minus 142. Of course, keep in mind, as always, these odds are, of course, subject to change, as these games are, after all, tomorrow. And, of course, please play responsibly.
Do you want me to throw in something?
Yeah.
There's only 2 games tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that, actually.
Damn. Okay. And they're early games. It's odd. Even the West Coast games at 5 for us. Wow, this is going to be tough. You know what? I'm going to ride on, let's see here, points. I'm going to keep going with what I did today. It's going to be Connor McDavid and Draisaitl and Bouchard, each with a point. Because McDavid doesn't go more than a game without a point.
No.
And here, let me just share this. So, yeah, for tomorrow's game against Oilers and Blues, if you want to be conservative, you can just do the McDavid. It'd be $10, gets you 12. But if you want to go, if you actually want to gamble on this, then take all 3. $10 gives you 16. So that's my picks.
All right. And then in no way are we influencing someone to do this, do it your own way. Of course, no. That's just what Gerald would do. But no, in no way is that trying to influence you to do that. Just because Gerald says, do this, you never know. Like you said,
there's no way I'm telling you to bet. I'm just saying, if you are a person that does bets, that is my pick. Just kind of like Canucks Conversation where they do it, or rink wide. They'll give their picks for the next day, and that's sort of my picks. I would probably go. Yeah, like one of them, and my bets are usually like $5. So, but on the other ones that are sponsored by the other betting company, which I use and not DraftKings, I usually go half of what they recommend. So do what you do with the information I just gave you.
Mm-hmm. All right. On that note, and speaking of DraftKings, big shout out and thank you to DraftKings for sponsoring this post-game show. And of course, as I mentioned already, please play responsibly. And of course, DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NHL.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, is built for the fastest game on ice. With player props and live betting, every shift, every shot, every save gives you options to get in on the game with DraftKings Sportsbook. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN, that's code THPN, to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois, 21 plus in most states. Void in Ontario, restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which will expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. This is a limited time offer. Copyright 2026 NHL, all rights reserved. This video has been a presentation of both DraftKings Sportsbook as well as the Hockey Podcast Network. Be sure to check out the network for your favorite podcast covering your favorite team at thehockeypodcastnetwork.com, the home of hockey podcasts, where it's every team, everywhere.
Excuse me. So before we continue with this, I have to say we have an ad hoc sort of guess on, and it's mainly because we didn't have enough time for him on Headspace. Just feels like the line change and Headspace, we work together very closely. So since I have this opportunity and Tyler's sort of given the okay, right?
Yeah. Can I quickly highlight this though? You just mentioned, we kind of share. Erwin, this is freaking hilarious. I had a hard time. I was literally like during that sponsor read laughing at this, and I started signed Gerald to an 8-year deal with a no move clause. I love it.
And guess what they're paying me?
I was just about to do the deep fried shrimp.
Yeah. I'd much rather do like a sponsorship deal with what I'm drinking, Path water. Like, I love this. Like, I mean, it's water is water, but the bottle itself is worth it, and you can reuse it. Yeah. Love it. But Path, if you see this, reach on out. We can do the line change and Headspace hockey.
Oh wait, yeah. I can see Rain in backstage laughing at that one. But
anyway, if it's from Club 500, I demand sushi. That's what I demand. Not deep fried shrimp. I demand sushi. So without further ado, let's bring on our guests.
Yeah. Before this turns into another 2.5 hour thing, like we know it's going to.
Oh my god, I'm killing myself laughing.
Double header for Rain today. Look how much
triple header.
look how much the YouTube community needs you, Rain.
Oh god, I'm sorry if that's the case.
Needs a big brain.
So what's on the big brain
flags,
tonight? What's on the brain tonight or this morning?
Oh wait, we're still this morning now. Oh god.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Well, like I said,
1:30.
I'm hoping to do a free agent streaming show somewhere. Because I want to just make judgments of free agent signings. I almost can't wait for the offseason to start. You know, I know that there's still like, what is it, 17 games left after tonight. I just want to get the offseason started because I think that's just where the Clown Town shit show begins.
So we actually had a comment earlier. I think it was Harry was asking about for the offseason.
Free agency,
before
yeah.
the draft or what? Free agency. So what's your take on those? Since you're so keen on free agency.
First of all, I don't love this free agent pool. I don't love it. I don't see anybody that is an immediate impact, but I also think that the only selling point Vancouver has at this point is if you're an NHLer who's fighting for a job, you know, you might have to take Vancouver as a way to maybe get that trade to a contender, or you know, your one last hurrah at it. So, like, as keeping a job, I think that's the selling point at this point. I don't see a big name that will think, "Ooh, Vancouver, yes, please."
Well, no, I mean, I think Vancouver still can be a destination because of opportunities, you know, because it is bottom of the league.
Yeah.
And like you said, like the trade, you know, look at Kiefer Sherwood, look at Pia Suter, look at, you know, these were players that almost didn't have a job, right? I mean, Kiefer Sherwood, Preds wanted to retain him, but he thought, you know what, I need to go play on a better team.
I mean, Pia Suter was having a down year when he got the contract in Vancouver. That was a down year for him, coming out of Detroit. So
his value went up significantly after playing in Vancouver.
Yes. You know what's funny is now that Pia Suter came up, I remember it was at a game I was at during 23-24, and shout out to the ringside attendants who are at each section because they know the players. Like, they're there every night. They watch them. And I remember I was standing up at the top because you know how you can't go down like during the play or whatever. And the Canucks were on the power play, and the ringside attendant and I both came to the same term with Pia Suter, and we both said budget Bo Horvat. That was how we viewed Pia Suter, was budget Bo Horvat. And I think that while he doesn't have the same skill set, I do think there are similarities between both their games. But you know, I'm still very confused why they elected not to bring him back. But I mean, that's a topic for another day.
No, it was a game of like bluff. Like the Canucks thought you know they had him.
Oh yes.
But Pia Suter thought otherwise, and he took less money in St. Louis than Vancouver.
Yeah. I mean, we
because he didn't want to deal with this bullshit management.
I mean, I've always said sentiment will get you more than you think. Whatever you think a sentiment will go for, you gotta go up. Which, ironically, for goaltending, that goes down. Whatever you think a goaltender is going to get you, you need to lower that price.
Do you see any of these sort of pickups in the offseason? Do you have any players that you think, you know what, they're having a down year, deserves a opportunity? I'm sure you have a list somewhere.
I would eventually, but I can't pull it up yet. Okay. Maybe my next appearance, I'll think of that list.
Okay.
Because I'm sure there are names that come to mind.
Add that to the iPad. Add that to the iPad.
So, given the fact that you were cut short today on Headspace, was there things that you wanted to?
Short. I wasn't technically cut short.
There was only one point on the 10-month window, which we will continue. But do you have a sort of different? Do you have different things you want to talk about that are more unhinged?
Well, first of all, it was a 10-week window.
10-week, yeah.
10-week window. No, but where the 10-month comes from, or where it's actually 10 months, ironically, was the period of time between the contract extension and then when the no movement clause kicked in, which is what I call the internal trade clock. We kind of heard it with Garland. We definitely heard it with JT Miller, but we also really heard this with PK Subban when he was in Montreal. Remember when Marc Bergevin gave Subban that bridge deal only for Subban to make Bergevin look like a fucking idiot in the process, and then gave him the contract he was forced to sign? But the entire time between the extension was signed and the no movement clause kicked in, there was this thought of, if you're going to trade him, you have to, before the no movement clause kicks in, like, you got to pull the trigger. It's like, the guy just signed a giant extension for all this money. Why are we talking about trading him? Oh, that's right. It's actually because you never changed your mind on it. It never went away. The thought never went away in the first place. The only difference is Marc Bergevin actually pulled the trigger and did it the day before the no movement clause kicked in. Whereas Miller, there were some people who were kind of pissed. It's like, ooh, well, you kind of squandered that opportunity now, didn't you?
Yeah. It's a little ridiculous what management has done with the team so far.
Oh boy. Yep, king of work.
So
Bobbitt.
continue with your hot takes. Continue with your hot takes.
Let's see. What else do I have my note list? Oh boy. See, I feel like I've covered so many of these at this point. Let's see. Pessimistic at best. Actually, so the one I thought I was gonna hear at some point for criticism was, I mentioned the JT Miller initial trade reaction. I thought I was gonna hear somebody say, well, this was during the Jim Benning era. Like, this should be viewed differently. This is a different management group now. Let me tell you something. That's called distinction without a difference, which is one of those phrases that we've all heard that. Like, we've all heard the phrase distinction without a difference. I bet you a lot of us don't know what that actually means, though. Like, I'd be willing to bet you. Here's what that translates to. Distinction without a difference means the gist of the story is correct, but I'm going to waste time arguing the small, minute, semantical details to help soothe my ego. That's what that means. Like, you ever hear people say, I want to set the record straight, or whatever? No, what you really want to do is you just want to clear up some of those minute details so that it makes yourself look better. That's all you want to do. Like, you're not arguing that the story isn't true. You just want to correct some of those little meaningless, pointless, stupid, idiotic details. So here's an example. Or, yeah, maybe this is an analogy. So you're excessively speeding on a freeway when the cop pulls you over. And the cop tells you he's writing you a ticket for going 40 over the speed limit. But rather than just accept responsibility and take the ticket and just move on with it, you're going to waste time arguing with the cops saying you're only going 35 over the speed limit. Like, as if that's supposed to make some kind of fucking difference. It doesn't. It's like, why are we wasting time with this? It means fuck all. It's not going to change anything. But yet somehow you think that five difference, somehow that's supposed to make a difference altogether, when really in actuality it doesn't. But I just think that
excessive speeding is excessive speeding.
It's the same thing. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
You're not denying that you're doing it. It's not like you're saying, "Oh no, I wasn't speeding at all." It's like you're not denying that you're doing it. But because your ego is fragile, like some people's egos are fragile, because you feel like you're so vulnerable in that sense, and you feel like your ego's being threatened. You're just gonna be like, no, I gotta be self-righteous. Like, I'm gonna no, I gotta fix this narrative. And it's like, just stop talking. And listen, I know this because I was this person. I used to be that one who would waste time arguing the small details. Listen, there's a reason the phrase "it takes one to know one" exists. There's a reason that phrase exists. Like, I say to my coworkers all the time who say, "Oh, they're such a bitch." Well, you're a bitch, so you know what a bitch is.
Okay, wait. Okay. Roll it back. So what made you change your view from being that before and what you are now? Like, what made growth? Okay,
growth, and I would say growth, and people. You can tell when people don't like it. Like, you can tell. And I think you can go one of two ways. You can either be defiant and say, you know what, fuck it, like, nothing's wrong with me, and then wonder why nothing's changed. Or you can be like, you know what, I need to do the internal work and recognize this is not getting me anywhere. So,
you know, I really hope there is someone that sees this. Yeah, I don't know if they watch this particular stream. Sometimes they do, but I hope that person does watch it. I think, not going to name who, but it's about growth. It's about, you know what? I'm going to find you continue what you're saying. I'm going to find you a picture. I'm going to throw it up here, and you tell me if I sent this to you, what you would think.
okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I guess to continue on with that, true change is like confidence. It's quiet. And the louder you shout about how much you changed, the less, and the more insistent you are, the less people actually believe it. The less that people actually will believe that you've changed. Because if you have to insist that you're something, you're not. Like, let's call a spade here. And so I guess a little personal story with me. I have dealt with weight issues my entire life. I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been skinny enough to the point where people thought I was anorexic, and I've been fat enough to the point where people thought I need to be on The Biggest Loser. But when I was that size, I didn't go out and say, you know what, I'm gonna diet, I'm gonna exercise, I'm gonna do A, B, and C, and X, Y, and Z, and 1, 2, 3. I just went and did the fucking work. And I let the results speak for themselves. And that's what true change is. True change is you just do the fucking work and let the results speak for themselves.
For sure. Definitely.
I mean, that's the more blunt way of putting it. See, that was the nice thing, is now I can actually cuss, like, now I can cuss a bit, because I cuss like a fucking sailor in real life.
Yeah, actions speak actions are speak louder than words. And for you to go through it, and then show people instead of just saying it, I think is great, because a lot of people talk a big talk, but they can't walk the walk.
Nope. Oh God, no.
Yeah,
absolutely not. By the way, I wasn't always this talkative. I will say that I wasn't always this chatty. I'm sure I've mentioned it. I think I mentioned it on Clay's show.
Yep.
I did speech therapy.
You've mentioned it on Headspace too.
And people, anybody who's known me after the age of 14, do not believe me when I say that. Like, I was in speech therapy because I would not talk to, not that I couldn't talk, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't talk to people. I went 3 days a week for 5 years. Like Stephanie Johnson, if you're watching, shout out, my speech therapist. I went through a long period of time where I would not talk to people. I mean, I'm still not great at it, but I really learned that, and actually I learned this even more when I do have a sip or two. If I'm in a group setting and I don't feel like I'm contributing anything to the conversation, I will not say anything. I might not be subtle about it, but I won't say anything. But if I got a shot or two in me, I have to get a word in. I don't care how stupid or irrelevant or how dumb it sounds. I always feel like I have to get something into the conversation. So
you got to get a best bang for your buck, at least. I mean, you're spending your time here. You might as well say something. Right? So.
But it has to be something. It has to be something meaningful. And there's nothing worse than being a conversation killer. There's nothing worse than it, which I definitely can be sometimes now that I think about it.
Well, not really. I think you end off with points that people can relate to.
That's the other thing with me. I am a terrible conversation starter. I'm terrible at it. I'm better at continuing it, but I'm terrible at starting them. And it is a skill set, by the way, to be a real good conversation starter. That is a skill set. It's not a talent. It's a skill set you have to work on. And
I'll give you a tip. It's about this. It's just about listening. You listen to, I mean, if you don't start it yourself, if I guess your continuing or continuance of a conversation is mainly due to listening. So to start off, you need to know the other side, that other person first, in order to ignite something, right?
It's the same way I view a comedic actor versus being a comedian. It's one thing to be funny when you have a script in front of you. It's another thing to be funny off the cusp of your head. It's the exact same thing with being a good conversation starter. It's one thing if you have a product in front of you can react to, like whether that's, a game you're watching, whether that's a movie or whatever. That's one thing. It's a whole nother thing when you're meeting somebody for the first time and you have no variables to work with. You got nothing to work with. So if you're able to be a good conversation starter in that situation, good on you. I am so not there though.
I've taken time to work that out, and I think, like, for me, it's closing. It's closing's the issue. I can be like Adam Foote, man. I can just go in and grab something out and just like,
Woof.
like
we were right there.
And just yeah, I can just pull something out of my ass and it would work. And then it's more of like that reaction or the reaction to the reaction. So as long as there is some sort of reaction from you, then I can work off that. But to close everything off, I think it's take it like, I mean, I'm not terrible at it, but I'm just not great at it.
I've been known to be able to leave out anger. So I'll help you work on that one, my friend.
Okay. So what I was looking for, I really want both of your opinions, but before, because I have something starred from Irvin, if he's still around. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's go with his comment first, since we have a bit of time. I think he's talking about the off season.
Free agents,
so yeah. So he's thinking it's like parking spots. All the good ones are taken, and the ones are the handicap. So.
Oh, he's not wrong about that.
That is pretty savage.
He's not wrong though.
Yeah. But he's not.
He's not wrong.
It's facts.
That's true.
It's facts. And how do you play out of it is another another story, right?
That's accurate.
I mean, you can't can't really call them handicapped. It's just they're having a slow season and they're playing at it.
No, it's like the parking spot, like in a Costco, like way in the back, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But,
so
that's not bad though. That's good.
Irvin's got the bars, man. Irvin's got the bars. Remember that whole ex-wife
savage, but
freaking line that he did? He's got the lines, man. I love him.
Oh. Yeah,
bro is quite savage. So this is another one. Before I show the picture, is JT Miller blossomed in Vancouver during his first season. Do you recall the victory lap the Canucks did on Twitter, rubbing it in people's faces?
Yes, I do. And you know what I say to that? Don't spit up in the air because it'll come back in your face.
Yeah. So that's why it proves that Canucks Twitter is very toxic. Vancouver, like,
this is why I don't have.
You know
I
what?
don't have media for this exact reason. I don't have
Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver fans are quite toxic, to be honest. I don't contribute to Twitter. I just read it. I just, if it's it shows up on my feed, I'll read it. I'm not going to leave comments on it. But there's so many trolls.
I shouldn't say toxicity is the reason I don't have it. That's actually not the reason. It may be part of it, but no, I've learned that I can't do social media moderation. I can't do it. I got addicted when I was younger, and I'm talking to the point where, like how, when you're scrolling on your phone and, you might think it's like 20 or 30 minutes or whatever. I would have like 8 hours where I would just sit there and just do fuck all. And then I finally was like, no, I gotta quit this. And I can't do it in moderation. Like, it's like, I either have to be all in or all out and that sort of thing. So I just got rid of it altogether, and I fucking love it.
So how does it feel to moderate for us?
I didn't know that until now.
Because you just did that earlier last night, like a few hours ago. So How does that feel? How did that feel when you were put on the spot and you're like, hey, Rain, so who had the better? I obviously took the easier debate.
Personally speaking, I love moderating. I love doing that. I got to do it in my grade school law classes. I got to moderate those a lot, and I love it because I tend to think it's not about like, I want to hear depth. Like I don't want to hear surface points. Like I want to hear depth. Like I want to hear it all. So I personally love it. I love moderating. So I need to moderate like some of these like presidential debates or prime minister. I need to moderate some of these because these people who moderate these debates cannot handle shit to save their life. And it's like you people who work in media are all pussyfooted. Like, good Lord, like grow a pair of nuts.
What's his body language? You see
Holy
both of us
shit.
just like, oh shit. Okay.
Yes, the body language of oh my God, this guy, what is coming out of his mouth?
Yeah. You know what? I wanted to save this for Headspace because it's more of like a mental thing. But since we're talking about it and you brought it up, I really want to hear your view on this. And Servan's still here. I don't know if we'll do it on Headspace next week, but this is a picture that really got to me when I saw it on Instagram.
Here,
Okay, do not correct a fool. Yeah, if you can.
I'll fix it for you. Here, I'll bring Rain back on. Boom.
So when I saw this, it really resonated because I think I used to be that guy on the left. And I get, you know, maybe it's a confidence issue or an ego issue or whatever it is, but this works up with mental health and also, you know, Headspace. I wanted to bring this up, but do not correct a fool or he will hate you. Correct a wise man and he'll appreciate you. So I saw this after I got called out by Russ on a show, and I thought, you know, that this is my opportunity to take that advice and apologize because I was wrong, like I was misunderstood, right? So that's why I was like, okay, that's why I appreciate Russ so much. So shout out to Russell from Nothing is Perfect, because without him, I'd be blinded, right? So I sent this to someone and we were talking about people can talk the talk, but not walk the walk.
Yep.
So they understood this and then they went and hated me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hilarious. Like, not even gonna name names, but yeah. This is something that comes with maturity and growing, which is what you talked about, Rain. And that's why before you were like that other person, and now you have become wiser and you have come to appreciate, you know, what the adversities that you've gone through. Mm-hmm. So this works with Canucks also, I would say. Like, you need the adversity in order to have that knowledge to know, you know, what's going ahead. So with this team itself, yeah, we're doing terrible, but how do we fix it in the future? Which is what management needs to ask themselves. And which is why I asked Tyler, I said, hey, if you were given the keys to the kingdom, what would you do with the team? Is kind of like that. So you would analyze and assess all the things that happened. And then when the opportunity arises, are you going to be ready for it? Mm-hmm. Are you going to be ready to make specific trades? Are you ready to make specific signings? Like, what happened in the past? Are you going to be spooked and not do it? Like the Dakota Joshua. Sorry, this is going like way off board, but like the Dakota Joshua extension signing. And then you use that as a comparison. Yeah, they got spooked on that. That is why they didn't sign Kiefer Sherwood. Yeah. So it's management is kind of looking at things from the past and making changes on the fly, but make better decisions is what I'm trying to say.
Well, here's the thing. If there's one ability that everybody wants to have but is impossible, it's the ability to look forward and backwards at the same time. You can't look in both directions at the same time. That's not a thing that happens. You have to learn from your past mistakes and first of all, you have to acknowledge that you made past mistakes before you can learn from them. And then not only do you have to learn to acknowledge them, you have to then do the thinking of, okay, how do I make sure this isn't going to happen again? And like I said, this group now, since they came in, they had four huge newsworthy incidents that they haven't learned from any of them. And it's what led to Quinn Hughes getting traded. The Bruce Boudreau handling, that was done terribly. The JT Miller Petey feud, that should have never gotten publicly. I don't care how long that was or what the outcome was. I don't care. That should have never gone publicly. The Rick Tocchet departure, and then the Brock Besser contract negotiation, like those things were all handled embarrassingly bad. And because they haven't acknowledged that they were wrong from any of them, I don't know if I have faith that what's supposed to make the next incident going to happen differently. Why would we wait? Why would we think differently?
I think it's more about accountability than anything else. Like, I don't think management has been accountable.
No,
they've made moves to fix whatever problems that they have, but they've never gone on record to say, hey,
we were wrong.
This was wrong, or we were wrong about this. And that's what kind of fuels the hatred from the fans towards the owners, towards management, is the lack of accountability.
Yeah.
Look at New York. It's been a few years, and they've sent out letters to season ticket members.
They've sent out letters. They've done a live press conferences.
Yeah. So if other teams are doing it, why are you not doing it? And Chris Drury is one of the most hated GMs in the league. Other GMs,
yes.
Not a lot of people like dealing with, but he has a good PR team that fixes problems like this and gives them these options to win the fan base back. So it just seems like we don't have a great PR department.
He needs me on his PR team. I have no experience in PR, and it's I could handle it better than some of the people who have PR degrees. It's good Lord.
Yeah, so it really is top down, like what Irvin is saying right here.
Oh, yes.
It goes from ownership to management to coaching or whatever, players, and then so they need to pinpoint on specific issues and problems that arise, try to fix them, but be accountable and say, hey, be a fucking adult and just be like, yeah, I did this, and it didn't go well.
You can't.
So we're gonna try to do this.
You can't.
Right.
Change,
so. And sorry, I need to also highlight this one. Hangya, thank you for being here at almost 2. Two clashing opinion. No one is wrong or needs to be corrected, but it's more of, if say it's between me and a friend, between me and Rain or whatever, or I said something wrong and he's like, actually, Rain goes, actually, no. Earlier on the stream, he's like, oh, it's not 8x8. It's actually Utah that signed so-and-so. Be like, okay, my bad. I got that wrong. It's not about being right or wrong. I appreciate him calling me out because I want to be credible. I want to be accountable for what I say on these streams. So if someone calls me out, obviously I'm going to acknowledge it and think about it. And if I'm wrong, I'd be like, hey, thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for correcting me.
Would you rather be right or would you rather be happy at the end of the day?
I'd rather be responsible.
Yeah.
It's just, we can't do these live streams and have a channel without being correct or accountable or responsible for what we say. At the end of the day, these are opinions coming from us, has no affiliation with the Canucks or whoever's sponsoring, say on this channel. It's just our own opinions. But at the same time, I want people to understand my opinion and and not think I'm some clown or some dumbass that like only says things based on my emotions, which lead to my opinions, but I actually look at other things in order to express my opinions.
I was gonna say, oh, do I do that? And then I realized, nope, I don't do that. Because I got no factual basis for my opinions, but I'm just like, okay, well, I can point this out, that out. It's like, oh boy. I mean, like I said, I've been told I'm very good at pointing out red flags. So, what are my specialties?
What do you think of this?
Okay, well, they couldn't afford me even if they wanted to. So, I'm quite expensive.
Okay. Well, I mean, Big Brain is doing free content for all of us right now. So, but Tyler, make sure he's gonna send you a bill soon.
That goes to you too, G. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, once I get a bill from Rain, I'm gonna send my bill to Tyler. I've been doing these post games since the beginning of the season, man. I haven't gotten a penny in my pocket. And at the beginning of the stream, like there were people, they're like, "Where's Gerald? Where's Gerald?" I mean, yeah, I've been positioning me as the post game sidekick with Tyler or the.
Well, you know what? Like it was towards the end of the stream earlier tonight. Someone's I can't remember who said it, but someone's like, "Bring back Rain." I'm like, "What? You people want me again? What? Why?"
Yeah. I mean, look, man, like we all appreciate like right here, Irvin. I mean, this might be a little biased because like we just had you and we invited you to come on our channel. So Servin and I might be a little biased because we appreciate your sometimes really hot takes and sometimes, well, I mean, most of them are hot takes, or else we wouldn't have invited you. And there's obviously right now like Tyler, you even messaged me and said, hopefully Tyler's not mad. No, he won't be mad because he didn't seize on the opportunity. So there's actually a fight for Rain. So if there's a fight for it, then you know you're good.
Oh, I just had a thought with Irvin's thing, because I think he teased, was it on Uncensored, that I was going to be on the stream, and my first thought was, okay, because I think he said something like, it's a weather-based name. And I think to myself, there's so many others you could have come up with for teasing me. Like, you could have said, there's a dance named after me. You could have said, there's many songs named after me, including Rain, Rain, Go Away, Never Come Another Day. And good Lord. Back in grade school, someone said to me, you know, you need to become a stripper so then your name is Make It Rain. It's like, and I remember my best friend telling me, she's like that. My best friend said to me, she's like, best friend, I love you. But if that were to ever be your career path, you would be the only stripper on the face of the earth that would be asked to put your clothes back on.
I no, some people might like that. Who knows, right? Everyone
you know, it's after dark when.
Right? Yeah, but if Rain was a stripper, I think his go-to song would be "It's Raining Men."
Oh,
hallelujah! It's raining men.
Oh,
this is definitely after dark. So
100%.
And we could do this on here. That's why I didn't even bother putting this on Headspace, because I knew some of this shit would happen.
Yeah. Oh God, the things that come out of my mouth sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, clip that.
Oh my God, it's gonna have me like singing and dancing. Holy crap. Oh God damn. Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's like what Rain said
with
me, with Irvin the other night.
Save my life, G. I cannot sing if my life depended on it. I sound like gargling walruses. So
yeah, with
let's try it.
With Irvin the other night, trying not to give it away. That's why I said toy because of your last name, Winslow. And if you're into comics and DC stuff, you know, Winslow's shot is the toy. So I was like, no one's gonna guess that.
Why did I think look at that. Shit. Oh.
Now you have something to use.
Damn it.
Would not.
Why do you keep pulling this up? Rainey's telling you not to correct.
Whatever to minimize my face at this point, because I can imagine people looking, going, "Where's his nose?" Which don't go look for it; it's gone.
Wait, did I pull this
The
up?
Winslow family. Actually, there was a comment earlier. Let me see
There you go.
if it's still here. Anyways, it was someone asking like Rain should do a YouTube channel.
I have no interest.
Oh yeah,
You have no interest, so you just right here.
I have no interest, not in this lifetime. If I'm being honest, I have no interest.
So you're just gonna be a regular guest doing free content for us?
I mean, I'll send you bills for it. So, but
Okay.
no, like genuinely, I don't have any interest in it. It's not for me. First of all, it would turn watching hockey into a job, which I'm not a fan of turning your hobby into a job. Like, I love my Saturdays in which I'm not working and I can put on 4 or 5 different jerseys throughout the day, depending on who's playing. Like, I love doing that. I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that if I did content creating. And also, and let me get this out first before I get tomatoes thrown at me, because somebody's going to disagree with me on this. I don't stand out. I don't stand out in a way that differentiates me enough from everybody else who does hockey content. I mean, granted, I may be able to articulate it better than some, but I'm not a reason to tune in. I mean, I enjoy giving opinion commentary, but I'm not a reason to tune in and watch. Because it's one person to get a person to watch you. It's another thing to keep them watching. Like, those are two completely different things. But
I was noticing on Headspace today that when you came on, we were at a certain number of people, and then it went up a little bit, but it didn't come back down while you were on. So I mean, hopefully you take that as, confidence. Like, people actually came, stayed on.
I do.
So it's not like they see Rain, they're like, oh, I'm turning this shit off. Like, it's not like that. So don't worry.
No, but but like I said, I love giving opinion commentary. I love my appearances when I get the invites, which, by the way, thank you both. It's just not for me, though. It just doesn't interest me. At the end of the day. Oh God, who's texting me?
That's Irvin. I think that's Irvin.
Hey,
oh, it's the clip.
That's totally fair. That's totally fair.
That's the clip.
Yeah, Irvin just sent me that too. He sent the clip of you singing. So Irvin clipped it.
Me? Is it me?
Said, it's better G than me. Oh yeah, better G than me.
Yeah. Oh my God!
I can't sing to save my life. I mean,
I haven't watched it, but.
Oh my God!
This is definitely after dark.
Well, let me put it this way. If I were to ever sing anything,
okay, that better not show up anywhere on. Hey, Irvin,
now clip.
I'm looking at you. Okay, like all you two and Irvin, that better not show up on social media, because like
where am I posting? I don't have any social media. Duh.
Yeah, well, that's not happening, man.
No.
I'm gonna get so pissed.
If you ever saw my music playlist, you would be asking even more questions about me than you've already been asking.
Oh my God. Fuck. See, you know what? I initially thought doing that would be buried in 2 hours of this video and people wouldn't find it. But now, since Irvin just clipped it, like, it's just like, no, this is okay. A, it's not going to go on Headspace, and no. B, if Line Change has this, I'm sending you a bill. So you better not post that.
You know what's funny is I know what I could sing if I really wanted to. I'm not doing it though. It's like, ooh, yeah, no. I don't need to hear gargling walruses. It's like, hard pass. Or the sound of nails on a chalkboard. That's my singing voice.
Okay, we're at 2:05.
It's like what Urban said. Yeah, I think we can call it there. But it's like what Urban said. That's in the private stash. That ain't going nowhere.
Oh yeah.
At least the actual clip part. That's in the private stash. So again, I haven't even watched
someone
it
sees
yet,
it.
So
If someone sees this,
the notification, but they'll see it on here.
No, they'll see it, but they'll have to dig through it.
Absolutely not.
It's not like someone's gonna go through this video and dig for it and be like, oh, exactly.
Be like,
so if they
when did this happen again? Like, that bookmark this time?
Makes me regret.
I mean,
I don't regret much, but
Justin might.
Okay.
No,
Justin wouldn't. Justin might scrub through it, but he wouldn't do me dirty. So.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding about that. We should probably end it there. I said an hour 30, and we're at 2:06. But at the same time, this is great.
That's shorter than normal when I'm
obviously with. Very true. Obviously, with these post games, they're obviously really helping me out when it comes to views. So I'm obviously greatly appreciative of all these post games because they're really helping me get to that goal, like what Duo mentioned earlier. I'm actually even considering having like a little goal thing in the corner, like like how some people have like get to these many subscribers, this much left. Thinking about doing a little goal thing just for that because I have actually, let me check it.
Because the new
less than 500
to
go. So
500 hours or 500 subscribers.
I need 500 watch hours left, like under 500. Because I need 3,000. I'm at 2,520 as of March 8th. So keep in mind this data is 5 days old. So 5 days ago, I'm at 2,520.
Did you know the new criteria is 4,000?
Episode will be 5 days from now. Well, that's for monetization. But for memberships, it's 3,000. For memberships and like like live chats and stuff, donations is 3,000. So that is what I would hit. But hey, if I managed to hit 4 before next season starts, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Okay,
but I'm focused on
3,000. Once he hits 3,000, we're sending him a bill.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm seriously considering having like a little counter thing in the corner. That's actually a really good idea. Just so I can, keep track, even though I literally do that as part of my daily routine. I'm always, looking at it.
I mean,
but it doesn't update until after
amount of followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the counter.
So.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I didn't think I'd get to this point. Not gonna lie, in January or December, I didn't think I'd come close because remember you have to do it within 365 days, which I think I'm not sure when that really kicks into play. Maybe once like my watch hours really started to, start going, maybe that is like the 1 year hit, which would probably be May or June because that's when my channel started, picking up some steam. So maybe I have until then, and that's the 1 year mark. So
yeah, but your biggest month was December and January. Actually, no.
Yeah, December, January.
December, yeah. And it's because of this guy right here. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, you're not wrong. Not wrong. I mean.
There you go, the humble brag.
I'm just
You're
kidding.
not
Anyway,
wrong. I mean, I
Ray,
had to think. I had to think about it. I had to think about it for a sec. Dolly, because Dolly was January.
Yeah, I was just kidding. Anyways, Rain, do you have any last thoughts for this After Dark Unleashed episode for us?
Unleashed, yeah.
Unleashed.
Definitely unleashed.
Like I said, I want to get the off season started. I want to get to the off season.
Okay, do your homework. Do your homework and find us a few of these gems that we talked about,
Okay.
and we'll talk about it next time. Yeah, I mean, this is your hobby. Fuck.
Wouldn't you be worried about copyright at that point, though?
No, I'm singing it, so there's no copyright.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And it's for music wise, if it's 30%, like it has to be over 30% of the actual song in order for you to for royalties.
Yeah, can you
tell
that's
not even like 5%.
Can you tell my age? Like I'm chronologically 27, but born 64.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, we're hitting almost 2:15. I would love to end it in 3 minutes. Rain, I think thank you for coming on again. Doing like a double header for Headspace and here. Can't wait for your takes next week. Hopefully you can moderate for us again on BS.
Oh yeah.
If not, okay, great.
Yep.
So, and then we'll have we have a new sort of like Irvin and I spoke about the layout of the actual show. So we're going to make some changes for next week. We'll let you in the hoop. But we'll talk about that off the screen. My last words before I hand it off to Tyler is I had a great time with exception of that clip it. Yeah. So thank you for everyone that has done double duty for Headspace or triple Clays and here.
Triple duty. Yeah.
If you did the triple, thank you. You're amazing. You're a rock star. But actually, it would be me, Swervin, and Rain that did a triple. I don't know if Tyler did all three.
No, I did.
But he did too. So if anyone else that is here, shout out to you guys. But yeah,
2.5.
wait for next week. We have another BS coming in next week. I'll send it off on socials, give us some ideas. I'll reach out to some of these content guys too. But thank you for a great night and morning. We will see you at the next post game, Tyler, right?
Yeah, Saturday, right? Right, Saturday.
I might be going to the game, so we'll see. But if not, I will be on Headspace.
We'll talk.
Yeah, I will be on Headspace again weekly with Swerve and Irvin, who's in the chat, along with Rain, who has agreed to moderate for our BS segment again. But thank you once again, everyone that has given us a like, given us a sub on Headspace. And here we are just over halfway to our goal for the month, and there's still 27 days left. If we reach 100, I'm going to be giving away something for the channel on Headspace. So if you haven't subbed, go over there and give us a sub. But thank you, Tyler, once again for having us, and I'll leave it to you. Looks like he's...
Did that not work? Oh, and give me one second. Technology.
Okay.
Huh?
I don't know what's going on with this. Anyway, I was trying to play applause, and then it didn't work.
You did it
work,
twice.
but
Yeah.
anyway. Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't hear it. All right. Well, anyway, once again, anyway, thank you guys for those of you that are still here and stayed up late. I'm actually surprised that my ass is still up because I haven't slept at all. So I'm surprised I'm not clunked out, but I will be in a matter of probably minutes. But thank you guys again for watching this post-game show. I know it feels like forever ago we actually covered the game. And let's not forget, Canucks actually won. So, yay! I won't do the clapping thing again, but yay, Canucks won for a change. Thanks you guys for, as always. And I'm not even going to do my end thing, but because I don't really do that. Don't need to do that anywhere, but thanks again. Thank you, Hedgia, for being here. I see Canucks Uncensored, Irvin, everyone who's been here. Rain, of course, as always. Love having you around. Love talking to you. It's been a
Thanks for having me.
absolute pleasure. But we're gonna sign off now. I'm Tyler. He's Irvin.
Wow.
Gerald.
Wow.
See, this
Wow,
is how
okay.
tired I am.
Whoa.
You're getting a bill
See, this
tomorrow.
is how tired I am. That's big brain. In over on the far right.
Woof.
I already mentioned me again. Yeah, I need to go to bed. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll catch you guys in the next post game.
What? How about me? My God, he didn't even thank
What?
me. Oh, wow. This guy right here. Oh my God. Anyways, peace. I'm Gerald from Headspace Hockey.
Gerald
Come
already
give us
knows.
a follow and sub. If you're tired of this guy who's also tired of doing these shows, come over. Swervin and Irvin and Rain will welcome you over, and these shows will be more fun. So I'm Gerald signing off.
Clip that. There you go. I got my own embarrassing moment. All right. Good night, guys.